Hey, sweetie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we are a paranormal related channel. Maybe we should do an evidence video.
Yeah, I think they'd like that.
Well, hello there, parapeeps, and welcome to another episode of Our Haunted Travels. I am your host, Sean Donnelly.
And I'm your co-host, Marianne Donnelly.
That's right. We are doing an evidence review video.
Boris.
Oh, sorry. We are talking about just some of the evidence that we've collected at the Farnsworth House Inn in Gettysburg.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I say some, this is going to be part 1. We did the same thing with Hillview,
right,
because we have more stuff out there and just haven't had time to go over it all. We have hours upon hours of audio recordings to go through, and pictures and all that other stuff.
That tends to happen when we go there multiple times. And we've been to this location 3 different years, 4 different times.
Yeah, and done investigations every time we've been there.
Right.
So we picked out some of the highlights in the video that we actually see real quick, and we want to share those with you.
Mm-hmm.
But before we do that, we want to talk about one of the most interesting paranormal experiences we have had to date. And that happened in the Sweeney room. I'm going to show you some pictures right now. We stayed in this Sweeney room in 2013.
Right.
And then just this past summer, we were there as part of the paranormal investigation that was going on. And one of the rooms that we went into investigate was the Sweeney room.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember how many people were with us.
There were like 10 or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were so many people.
In there.
Yeah, there were so many people we couldn't get all the way into the room. So we were kind of like standing out in the hallway.
The way the room is set up, you have the main part of the room, then you have like this little tiny mini hall that connects to the bathroom, and then there's the door to the real hallway.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like we were in the real hall. We were in the like bedroom bathroom connection hallway.
Yeah, we were in the hallway leading out to the main door,
Yeah.
but I think you were pretty close to the opening of the bathroom, were you not?
Mm-hmm.
So we were standing right there, and during the investigation, all of a sudden, the shower come on by itself.
In the bathroom.
And then it just shut off.
It sure did.
Now, a lot of people in the group, and I looked this up, and older plumbing will do that. It will come on, okay? But, you know, basically if the seals are in pressure and that kind of thing. But it won't shut off by itself.
Yeah.
It'll stay on and stay running.
Right. Plus, we went and
I took a shower in that shower.
You did.
It's a haunted shower.
But we also, when it shut off, then we went in the bathroom and we checked, and there was legitimately water there, so it wasn't like it was just the sound. And the handles, you actually physically have to turn them. They're not like one. They were
tight.
Yeah. It wasn't like it was wiggly wobbly or anything like that to start with.
It was very interesting. And then I asked, because I didn't go through the diaries that were left in the room. Some of the other people that were there went through them. And I said, did anybody read anything about the shower coming on late at night? Because we were there late.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, it was late at night.
Mm-hmm.
And of course there was several reports that people claimed that shower come on and went off by itself in the middle of the night.
Right. Now, when we stayed in the room, it did not happen.
No, but we were only there that one night.
We were only there the one night. I do feel that it would happen more regularly if you stayed there a couple of nights.
Mm-hmm.
Then the entities kind of get used to you being in the room. I think that's helpful. But
the Farnsworth is like one of those locations, kind of like the same as Hillview, where they have to kind of get used to you in order to communicate.
Yeah.
You know, and in fact, these first 2 videos that I'm going to share with you are from the basement when we were down there investigating. And you're going to see in this first video, it took some time to start getting some activity. And we were talking to the entities, and we were getting some interesting K2 information. This first one is from 2015, where we set the K2 meter off in the distance. And we were asking some questions and was getting some response on the K2 meter. So go ahead and watch this.
If you're Jeremy, can you light up the lights all the way?
Are you a soldier? Yes.
You're a soldier. It's a Confederate. Can you light up the lights all the way for me?
This is not the kind of field.
Are you not a soldier? Are you someone here helping?
This was taken.
Somebody here taking care of the ill? That last time to me on that third row seat.
I'm not sure lay up with the picture. And it's freaked
Are
out
you
so
a
much.
nurse?
She did up this time. Really got to her.
Are you a surgeon?
So,
Are you just one with guys helping each other out?
all the names in the house were made from mediums and cycles.
Are you a male? Are you a female? All right, so this past summer, we were down in the basement again, and it took some time again to start getting some responses. This is not the exact same location where that K2 was, but it's in that room.
Mm-hmm.
And go ahead and watch this video and see some of the responses, and notice the temperature changes, too. The door was shut. We're down in the basement. There's no breezes. Why is the temperature changing? There's something swirling around down there. So go ahead and watch this. We'll be right back.
I've gone to the camp hall.
Does anyone else have any questions you want to ask?
Talk about Walter again.
Walter?
Walter, did you slam that girl on me on Sunday? That oil freak. I knew it was Walter.
Walter? Would you like to say hi to any of the ladies here this evening? What about the gentlemen? Who would you like to say hi to?
Of course, it's pointing towards me. Walter remembers
Would
me.
you like to say hi to you?
Hello, Walter.
He's like, no.
Okay, this next video that I want to talk about was from 2015, and you can't get to this area anymore.
Oh, then this, I know what this one is going to be, and I'm so disappointed that I can't get there now too.
Yeah, they now have it blocked off. Where you
So
can't
this
get
is
back
in the
there.
attic, the
This
garret.
is in the attic. And this window where Marianne, she crawled back in there, was sitting next to the window. This is the window that they believe they fired the shot towards the Jenny Wade house from this window. And Marianne was back there doing an EVP session. And we caught something on video. And actually, Marianne heard this and then questioned what was going on.
Right, and usually I'm not one of those sensitive people who can hear things. Like, I have to listen back to the recorders and say, oh, well, that's weird. That didn't happen then. But I actually did hear it that time.
Yeah, so go ahead and watch this.
Did you shoot out this window?
Now, some people will say, well, there's probably a baby staying there or something from outside. This was late into the night, and there was no children staying at the Farnsworth House. The Farnsworth House is really not a family-oriented bed and breakfast because it's a little bit expensive to stay there. It's actually much cheaper to stay up the street at the 1863 if
Way
you have
cheaper.
a family, you know, because
They do.
it's more of a adult or older,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
you know, you really don't have a lot of families that stay
Right.
there.
In fact, don't quote me on this, I'd have to look that up, but I don't think that they allow children under a certain age to stay there.
I don't know, but either way, there wasn't a baby in that building.
No, and definitely there wasn't a baby in the attic with me.
So that's an interesting find right there. Interesting stuff.
Yeah, and I'm so disappointed that I wasn't able this year to go back to that. They now have that whole like little alcove blocked off with a plexiglass sheet.
Yeah, you can't get back in
Can't
there.
get back there at all anymore, and it's so disappointing because I really wanted to go back there in that section. And then like we got up the stairs, they opened the door, we went in, and I'm like,
Yeah, it's blocked off.
go over there. Yeah, so I was really disappointed that they did that.
Oh, we got it on video. You did an EVP session back there.
That's true.
Kind of interested to find the audio and listen to that too.
Yeah, we got to look for that and see
Yeah,
if they
we
have
have
it
it.
as well.
It's just, you know, we have it. Just got to find it.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this last video that we want to share with you, this comes from 2013 when we were staying in the Sweeney room.
The very first time we ever stayed in the Farnsworth house, and actually it was pretty much the first time I got you to stay in a haunted bed and breakfast.
Second time.
Really? What was the first?
St. Augustine. In 2010. But
Okay.
we weren't really into the
Yeah,
paranormal.
we weren't really doing
yet.
it that way.
Yeah.
We didn't realize that it was haunted either.
Yeah.
You
But-
knew this one was haunted.
Yeah, I knew this one was haunted. But so we were 3 years into the paranormal investigating and that kind of stuff. So we knew what we were doing. We'd been on I don't know how many investigations by this time. So and we had this same experience. We haven't done the videos and talked about it yet, but at the Limp Mansion in St. Louis. And I have a theory about this. I put this out before on other videos and things like that. That the K2 meter, you'll notice in this video, it was only on a certain plane it was picking up interference, which is
Right.
very strange. And I'm kind of wondering if that is detecting some sort of vortex. Same thing happened at the Limp Mansion in St. Louis, where they know it is a vortex because they had a psychic out there and, you know, definitely said that. So watch it. We were just laying in bed, so watch this. Turn it off. It's just weird. Why is it on this plane? Strange. I thought maybe something's wrong when it's held in that position. But it's just this plane right here putting off. Are you right here on the bed with us? Where'd you go? So some interesting stuff.
Yeah, and literally when that was happening, I got out of the bed. I crawled underneath the bed and I looked to see if there was anything underneath the bed.
Cell phones were
Was there
off,
anything that
air
could
conditioning
be
was off,
causing
everything was
anything?
off.
And
yeah,
I was literally crawling around on the floor in the room.
Yeah, quite interesting stuff. So
yeah.
Anyways, that's going to wrap up this version. I'm sure we're going to have more videos about the Farnsworth House and some evidence once we go over the audio and more. We have, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of pictures and things like that. So, is there anything else you would like to add to this?
Just that you didn't mark anything for in the Eisenhower room. But that's for next time.
Let's talk about the Eisenhower room, okay? Actually... Today we were discussing and putting together the bullet points for this, and I completely forgot about the Eisenhower room, that we stayed in there. And my wife, which is why she's my partner with this, reminded me. And here's how...
And he was going, no, we didn't. And I'm like, yes, we did. And it was the second time we were there, and and he's like, no. And I'm like, we have pictures.
So why don't you explain to them why you remember the Eisenhower room?
Well,
specifically,
I remember the Eisenhower room because first and foremost, you have to like go in the back door and go up this rickety tiny little staircase to get to it. But then when we went in and my night in there, that was my oh my gosh, I had a paranormal experience. And then I woke up and realized I was dreaming it. Although some people that I've told this story to have said maybe it wasn't. Mm-hmm. Maybe it really was an experience. But I was laying there in bed. We were sleeping. And I woke up and I was pinned down. I couldn't move. And there was a ghost above me. And I'm like, oh my gosh. This is happening. This is great. And I wanted to wake him up so bad to let him know, like, so that he can enjoy the experience too. And so, like, I couldn't move my arms or anything, but I was able to move my leg. So I, like, started to try to move my left leg to try to nudge you because you were on my left. And I tried really hard to do that. And, like, I woke up. I'm like, oh, crap. I dreamt I had a paranormal experience.
Or you may have.
But like I said, other people have been telling me that when I tell them this story, they're like, maybe it really wasn't. Maybe that, was an experience. You didn't just dream it.
Highly recommend the Farnsworth House.
Yes.
If you're into paranormal, try to make it part of your trip.
Yeah. When
you go to Gettysburg.
Yeah, so I don't have any actual evidence. This is just my
personal
experience.
Personal experience is evidence.
Yeah, so that's just my personal experience.
Alrighty, folks. Hey, until next time.
Thanks for watching.
And happy hunting.
Let us know if you like this video by hitting that thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to see more videos from us in the future, support our channel by hitting that subscribe button and dinging that bell, so you get notified the next time there's a video from Panic D Videos.
Thanks for watching.
Happy hunting.